It is not every day one gets the chance to interview a champion. I had the honor to sit with Dr. Natalia Kanem, Executive Director of the United Nations Population Fund, better known as UNFPA, to discuss the Democratic Republic of Congo and what brought her here. Take a look.
UNFPA works to defend the dignity of women and girls. We work in Congo specifically to assure that mothers don't die while giving birth. In particular now, I'm also very interested in how women are coping with what I call the second pandemic of gender-based violence. And it's the harshness of violence. And this is why I am very pleased to be here to learn about the strategies that the country is using to make sure that the dignity of women is protected.
You probably have met with Nobel Prize winner, Dr. Mukwege. What do you take away from this meeting? I see a bright smile.
Yes, absolutely, because you're right, Anastasia. He and I shared a particular discussion around wanting to interrupt the creation of danger for women so that slowly his work with repairing damage will no longer be necessary. So UNFPA, working with the Pansy Foundation and with others in that community, are looking for ways of preventing the disaster, if you will, of fistula, of gender-based violence, of rape in conflict, so that it will no longer be necessary for us to join hands to do the work of surgical and mental repair.
DRC is not the only African country that has issues with gender-based violence during conflicts. So here's my question. Do you think that Africa has a deep-rooted problem with gender-based violence? Or do you think that it might also be an educational and health issue? None of the above? All of the above?
Well, these are very profound questions, and this is exactly the question that I need to engage with, you need to engage with, the audience needs to engage with. We also need to speak out loud about these issues because they've been swept behind the curtain for many years to the detriment, and women and girls suffer because of this. Yes, this is an African problem and we need to own up to it. I happen to be an Afro descendant from Latin America, so I can tell you it's a problem in Latin America and the Caribbean, in Asia, in Europe, and the world over. Sadly, the roots of gender-based violence and disrespect for women is probably an age-old phenomenon. But in this time, with the type of young people that we have in Africa, they want to change the tide of history. And I think that they will.
Would you have one or maybe two little story of hope to share with us?
I met one of our staff who goes by motorcycle. Well, first she takes the transport to the town. Then she has to take the motorcycle down the path. And for the last few kilometers, she has to walk until she gets to the village. And you should see the reception that this lady gets when she arrives. She's one of our midwives. And it tells me that our work is appreciated. It tells me that communities want to work together so that women have a good experience, so they have a happy life.